today is to how to add custom welcome screen to our app. So we'll be dealing with this. We'll be adding a welcome screen. So what we want to achieve is that this will be our launch screen, and also in our welcome screen we want to still use the same um, text but not an image. Over here in our launch screen we use our splash screen, we use the image. We converted the text to an image. But right now in our welcome screen, we don't want to use an image. We'll be using an animate. We'll be animating this text over here, and for our welcome screen. So to do that, let's head over to our VS Code and create our welcome screen. And so close this off. Need this, I think, and head over here. And so let's and so yeah, so we'll be adding our welcome screen to our this folder called launch screen. But I think the name can be confusing. We could have I could have named this something else, like welcome screen or something like that, but I don't know. I named it launch screen. But yeah, so we'll be adding our welcome screen to this folder right here. Inside the folder, we have another folder called presentation. And inside the presentation folder, we'll be adding this welcome screen in there. So let's build the welcome screen up. Let's build that. And that will be this. So let's start. So we have our scaffold first, and let's give our scaffold a background color. So let's say background color. We can actually use footer built-in color since the background will be black. But I want us to have a single source of truth for our theme and all our colors. We can do that inside our core folder. We can create another folder called theme, and inside this theme folder we can create another file app underscore colors dot. That's what we'll be creating, and that's inside this theme folder. So inside our app color.dat, so let's create a class. This colors. They can just say app colors this, because we don't want to initialize or instantiate this app with this class. Just add that there. Our colors, our theme colors, and we'll be creating a static variables for all our colors in this stuff. And our first color we'll be creating is the background color, which is black. Say static constant, and say color not primary. So we can give it a name. Let's use our I prefer kind of like most of the times I prefer naming most variables, like we want to most of our, let's say, teaming variables or something like that, using the app name first, then adding the name of the variable at the end. So we can just say meant to dark. Let's say meant to dark color. That's the name we want to give it, and we can say this is equals to color. And then over here we can specify our color. Come on, specify our color saying is then FF. Now, basically, this FF means full transparency. Opacity or something like that will not be, the transparency will be, the opacity will be full, which should be 1.0. That's what FF something or something like that. And there's other stuff you can add there. There's other initials for this, but using FF for full color to give me the full color. And then our color with dark, which should be 5 zeros, and we can get that from over here. We already have similar color here. Just copy this out and paste. Where's it again? So we paste this over here, and now we are getting our full color, which is what we needed. And then to fix an error we are having right now, see we're having this red line. To fix that, just simply hover over there, add import your material package, which is basically this, and that will have the error fixed, and that's it. So we created our first color in our single source of truth for colors, and then copy this, head over to save this again, head over to, I don't think we need this open, we can just close this off, head over to our welcome screen, and then our background color we can just call a class we created, just app colors dot into that, and that's it. Save this, and we can see everything over here. It's turned dark. And one more thing before we continue, we just have to remove this debug stuff over here. To do that, head over to main, straight over to main, and over here before home, you can just add another parameter called this, and set this to false. Okay guys, sorry, I just found out that the stream was having an issue. I think I fixed that up. And let's go back to where we are right now. So let's continue. Now we call the air. Right now we had two static variables. Right here we can just replace this test we have here with the custom tests we created. We got a custom test, the brand one, which is nice. And right now, so let's add more styles. Let's say test and over here let's add a color, so I can just see our text color for now. We can just say, let's give it a white color, and here is our test, the first test we have. But we don't want it to be this color, because according to the app, according to the design we have, it should be this color over here, so get this color, we can just head over to the design here, and scroll a bit down, and here's the color. That's 877. Let me just type that in. So just say mental and code, let's say and that should be 877 1BC. Let's see what that looks like. And we had a color over here. Let's copy this, head over to our welcome screen file, and this color. So basically, I'm trying to kind of minimize hard-coded variables and some stuff. We can actually press and monitor it. That should be yes. Save this, and now we have the text changed to the brand color we needed. And let's move on to fixing the text. We add a font size of 32, 32.0, and that's it. And we add a font weight and say font weight dot normal, and that's looking cool to what we needed. And let's add um, the second test. Let's just copy this, paste this over here, change this to brand name 2, and change the color to white. This should be white, but let's get a color from the app team. So over here we can see the light background mode they're using. So there's a color which is says F F6 F4 FB. That's it. Save this. Copy this. Head over here. Paste this, and hit enter. And we can see what that looks like. Let's minimize this. Oh, so we have an issue. Come on, that's not what I needed to do. So static constant color is meant to um, right. Copy this, head over to welcome screen over here, replace the color we have here with it. Now we are having the desired color for the brand. Let's give these two tests a space. There should be a space between the two words. So 8.0, and here is a space. Now, right now, we need to center these tests. Center of the screen. To do that, we can add a parameter here in our row which says main axis. We can use our main axis, the center. That's centered for us. One more thing. So right now, the welcome screen is looking as look different. We want to have an animation on the text right here, and to do that, we can use a package called Test Typewriter. Okay, let's have the correct spelling. Let me see. So we're going to use, should be this, the first one. Yeah, this one. So let's install this package. Then over here in your VS Code, go over to your terminal, paste this command that we copied, and then hit enter. And the package is now added to our app. Now we can start using it. So yes, so add we can add it as a parent to this test widget. Um, Name, which is type, duration. No, no. Yeah. I can now set duration here. I'm going to use filter duration. In milliseconds, you can give it something like 400 milliseconds for the duration. And uh, show this. And right here is our welcome screen. And we are having the cool, nice animation for the test, which we can see again. Yeah, and right now we